mom?
Not good. To the point Annalise told me I should go home. You agree?
I think that's a decision only you can make.
Is this you pushing me away? Because I've been thinking what we have is real, if that's not how you feel.
Miss Pratt?
I'll call you later. He's here?
Was. He got transferred to Mohawk Correctional Facility 2 years ago.
Where's that?
Upstate New York.
Why don't you just have Oliver try to unseal the file? He's a hacker. What's she doing? What is that? What is she doing?
This is a small amount of cocaine. Why even prosecute medics for this?
I'm not sure we should. But until I see what's under seal, I can't make a recommendation one way or another to my boss. She's on probation for drugs. Meth.
We already knew that.
But we didn't know why. She was arrested for drug trafficking just last year. She's in no place to be threatening anyone.
How'd you get this?
Doesn't matter.
Bonnie, you can't keep doing this.
It's fine.
Do you want to die? My counselor at rehab said that I'd die if I kept this up. Fixing other people's crap instead of my own. Now you're doing it too.
Why'd you come back? Don't you dare say it was for us.
Why not? You can't handle the fact that I love you?
I know you love me. I just want you to love yourself, too.
They're coming for us, Bonnie. It's not if, it's when.
I downloaded an app to translate. Hey, Hector, that's not free.
Calling
Oh
somebody.
my God.
Hector, mi bebé. Mi bebé, ¿estás bien? ¿Estás salvo?
Because ICE uses kids like Hector as bait to arrest undocumented parents. They'll both get deported.
Okay, what do we do?
Well, you have to come up with plan B.
Are you serious? I need your help.
Connor, you're graduating in 3 months. I'm not going to be around after that to give you all the answers. So you have to get used to it now. Half a gram.
50.
Keep the rest.
Gracias.
So what's she buying drugs for? Please tell me she's not for herself, as I'm doing Vivian, right?
Aunt Viv's here, and I need you to help me deal with her.
And try and get her
It's
arrested?
meth. You got to plant that on Vivian, and I'll take care of the rest.
Just gonna get rid of it.
Frank!
We don't know what kind of trap the FBI's laying out for us right now. We gotta be smart. I found it in Lowell's room. Only one other person has access, a family member. Thought it might be Jorge.
It's not.
I know that now.
It's Wes.
I wrote it all down. Everything I know. I have another copy in a safe deposit box. One phone call, and it got sent to the police.
Oh, so Laurel was keeping it?
What does it say?
Everything, probably. Sam, Rebecca, all of it.
I'll find a way in. I'll figure it out. I always do.
You're up. For the record, I don't condone this plan.
What plan?
Is this a fake age? Oh.
No.
It's not a real person. He just wanted to freak the kid out.
Mr. Walsh, may I suggest a recess?
That's not necessary, Your Honor. This man is not a real ICE agent. Hector's reaction, however, is very much real.
Oh, you coached him?
How? Hector can't even talk due to the trauma that he suffered inside the detention center. To illustrate the horror of my client's inhumane living conditions.
His living conditions are not an issue here.
Article 37 of the UN Convention on Rights of Children demands no child shall be subjected to torture. By that standard alone, my client deserves asylum.
Google Korematsu, Chief Justice, repugnant.
To secure our borders.
Just last year, the Chief Justice wrote that the internment of Japanese Americans in World War II was morally repugnant. Look at this boy. Can you honestly say that the conditions we have him in are not morally repugnant?
Your Honor, the Chief Justice's remarks were about Korematsu, a case that has never been overruled.
Let me quote the Chief Justice. Korematsu was gravely wrong the day it was decided, has been overruled in the court of history, and has no place in law under the Constitution.
We're talking about immigrant processing centers. We're not talking about wartime camps.
We're talking about rounding up innocent children on American soil and caging them behind barbed wire. How is that any different than what we did to the Japanese?
Mr. Walsh, I appreciate your
At least
point.
6 non-American children have died in the
Mr.
custody
Walsh,
of
let
ICE.
me speak.
And I refuse to wait for my client to
Calm
die
down.
due to the neglect and cruelty that he is suffering at the hands of the American
I
government.
agree with you, Mr. Walsh. What I can do is issue a continuance based on your client's mental state. Ms. Ford, please coordinate with the Office of Refugee Resettlement to place him in foster care.
No, there's no legal standing for this.
Unless you can argue a legal justification for the torture of children, you've lost. Mr. Walsh, well done.
Vamos a hacer todo lo posible para reunirte pronto con tu mamá.
¿Me prometes?
Sí, Hector. Promise.
Guess he learned a little bit. Can't promise though, not with... I don't know.
Highly unlikely. Vivian's talking to the FBI.
Your son killed your boyfriend.
Oh.
Nice by not going to the FBI with this information.
So, not even the police, huh? You go straight to the FBI?
I'm following your lead. You wearing a wire right now? Because that would be real bad. Them hearing how your son slipped your boyfriend the pills that killed him.
That didn't happen.
Because it was you.
Paul overdosed.
Gabriel wanted him to. And God only knows what the FBI will do to him once they found out. They might even decide he's the bad guy and not me.
My team has been investigating this office for corruption.
I assumed.
Really? Then why fabricate the case file on Vivian Maddox?
Oh, shit.
And I knew that he was talking to her son, Gabriel. And so I thought that maybe putting pressure on his mother would turn up something new.
Your position at the district attorney's office is terminated. Effective immediately.
Sam was the magic. You felt it too. The man who not only sees you, sees the ugliness inside of you, but wants you even more. You don't get to feel that and be okay when it goes away.
Why didn't you take him back?
Death. And I blame Sam, of course I do. He's the one who broke vows. But I blame you, too.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shut the hell up.
I saw you coming out of his office. And I saw the way he was looking at you, smiling. And then I knew it was you. And he gave me that same look in one of our sessions, that same smile. And I knew he wanted me. So I let him kiss me. That's the truth, Vivian. He came after me, his patient. I mean, God knows I could have said no, but I needed him to see me to make myself feel worthy. And now look at us, two dark-skinned sisters playing out the same story, giving everything over to a man who sees us in a world that doesn't. It's not magic, Vivian. It's a lie.
I'd like to access the safe deposit box. Your name? Wes Gibbons.
They don't have this ID stuff on... It's not nothing in there. Of course not.
Hey, you have a way to tell me who the last person to access this was?
Laurel Castillo.
When?
3 days ago.
Oh boy. How'd she do that if she didn't have the key? Unless she had an extra key, I guess. But are you allowed to make copies of that?
What?
Paul.
What's wrong?
Did he die? Or did he not want to see her?
Did you know?
Know what?
My father's dead. He died in prison last year. A stroke. I could have met him if you told me. But he's dead. And it's too late. And it's your fault. So I hate you. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
So something's gonna happen at graduation.
We have a dead informant on our hands, Michaela. Your fingerprints match those on the murder weapon.
Dead informant. What dead informant? Okay. Confused. If in the first episode they were trying to play off like Annalise is dead, does that mean she's the informant? And if that's the case, then why is she an informant? Just confused. Which I'm sure is what they're going for. I don't really understand Michaela's anger at Annalise about her father. Her father killed her mom. He was in prison for that. Yeah, it looked like maybe he was turning his life around in, you know, behind bars or whatever. But I don't understand why she's mad at Annalise. I don't get it. But, I mean, I know she blames Annalise for not telling her, but, you know, not everything is Annalise's fault. Michaela didn't want anything to do with her birth parents. I mean, obviously she couldn't have anything to do with her mom because her mom's dead, but, you know, it wasn't until Gabriel is when she decided she wanted to get to know him, and she didn't go to Annalise for it, so you can't, I just don't see why she needs to blame Annalise, unless she just needs to blame somebody. I don't know. Whatever. Vivian was kind of not liking her. I mean, I can understand she has a right to hate Annalise. She has every right to not like Annalise. But blaming her for Gabriel, that was all Gabriel. Gabriel's the one that came there and was trying to get information on Annalise secretly, and all that, because she didn't even know who he was. It wasn't until the wedding is when she found out, when Frank finally told her. So, yeah. I don't get it. Just, everybody wants to blame Annalise for everything. And Annalise has done some illegal things, but she's always done mostly illegal things to help them. To help all of them. Even Gabriel she helped when he was being arrested falsely from, you know, the FBI. So, I don't know. I didn't really like Vivian. I do understand her not liking Annalise. Totally cool with that. That's fine. But blaming her for her son's actions, that's not on Annalise at all. Also, Bonnie lost her job. So that's unfortunate. Asher is now in Annalise's class. Tegan, still don't trust her. I need to know whether or not she had anything to do with Emma dying. Because she seems okay when it comes to certain things, like trying to help Annalise out, keeping Annalise a secret about the alcohol, and all that stuff. But when it comes to Emmett, I'm a little iffy on whether or not I trust her. Like, she didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. But anyway, overall, I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.